So here's the final finish. Oh, I'm finishing up the start, reconsidering things, putting in local color. This is my Monday morning demo. I usually do about an hour demo, and then I have my students paint for a couple hours. And I will have, after I finish it, or as far as I can get on location, then I take it to the studio and reconsider, clean it up, and sign it, and I'll have that video in the next couple of days. So I'm adding some local green to my initial lay-in. Filling in the white spaces. Now I'm adding green to that magenta that I laid in initially. And it's a it's darker and warmer, so it separates from the tree in the background and it comes forward. So I'm constantly thinking of all the colors, relating all the colors, and making sure that I'm not repeating a color. Because I'm painting the difference in all these color notes. Now I'm adding some interest here to the bit. That flat part. So what I do is I load my brush, so when I put some paint into the wet paint, it just lays it on top. So I paint right in wet and wet, but I don't use a lot. I don't use any like Gamsol. The Gamsol is only used to keep my brushes clean. So what I see with students is they're not loading their brushes. And they're using too much of the mineral spirits, so it ends up to be like a watercolor, like a wash. So I only use the mineral spirits to keep my brushes clean. I'm going to add the a photo of the painting as it was, how I finished it on location before I take it into the studio. So I'll include that at the end of this video. So now there's a color change from the light plane to the shadow plane. There's another color change. So I'm putting that in. Now I'm adding the local color of blue to the sky, the same value. I'm not changing the value. And I'm probably picking up a little bit of the warm underneath. And then as I get closer to the top of the sky, I'm going to add, I'm mixing right now, more of a red blue. So it's a little bit less yellow. The bottom one is more of a green blue. And then I'm actually going to come by and add some warmth to that lower blue. It's a little bit too cool. So I might mix a little bit of the lavender. The same value. Like when I put that in, that's too dark, so I'm probably adding some white to it. Still too dark. Go back. Yeah, I'm warming that up just a touch. Now I'm putting some houses in the distance. You know, this is where I start adding some detail. I'm not really copying what's there. I may be adding things that I think might add to the composition or make the painting a little more interesting. I'm not a slave to what's in front of me. I mean, I use it for inspiration, but it's really not, I could change anything.